is going on, guys? It is your boy, Player X, here with the Semi-Limited Podcast. Thank you guys so very much for staying tuned and holding up with us as we basically go through life, more or less. Just a whole bunch of just shit with life. But I know we haven't been on for about maybe 3 or 4 weeks. I really wanted that Jesse episode to kind of like settle down a little bit and kind of like marinate with you guys, but and then a bunch of other things started coming up, so we are a little bit behind, but getting back into the swing of things. And thank you guys again for sticking around for us while we do this. But on today's session, we're going to be going over some of the new updates to the Syracuse area locals. I know we've had a couple changes here and there. And then we are also going to be going over some of the changes to the official Neuron app that happened, I think, 2 weeks ago, if not. And then also what's going on with the set of the format right now being Century Bonanza, aka Rarity Collection 3. But before all that, let's get into these sponsored plugins that you guys all love to hear from so much. But please go to our Linktree link down in the description box below to follow all of our social sites. We will be continuing to do more giveaways when we hit 50 followers on TikTok, 100 on Twitter, 200 on IG and Discord, and 500 on YouTube subs. We will be doing more giveaways as we hit these accolades, and there will probably be one at the end of this video as well. We're going to start, going into how you can be entered into that giveaway and stuff, and how you can find yourself walking away with a box of some special product that we're going to be talking about a little later on in the episode as well. But also, shout outs to Unplugged Gaming in Mainleys, New York, our sponsor for podcast, and basically join their Discord server in the description box below to be a part of the TCG communities that they have as well. You can be a part of the One Piece. I know they have the Star Wars one that I just went to the other day just to come check out things we're going. It was actually kind of cool to see how the that card game plays out. But yeah, if it's on cardboard, guys, they got a community for you. So go join their Discord server, be a part of it all. Go talk to some people, get some trades in, maybe some new techs or something like that. And if you guys do wind up showing up in store, be sure to tell them that the boys over at the Semi-Limited Podcast sent you, and they will definitely be sure to hook you up. But also, last but not least, be sure to catch Brad, aka Mr. Perfect, live streaming every Saturday on Twitch at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. His Twitch is also going to be in our link tree down below. You can go down there, click it, and you'll see Mr. Perfect right there. He's usually doing things like theory crafting, deck theorying, play testing, whether it be on EDO Pro or Dueling Book or Master Duel, whatever you guys want to do, whatever it is that you guys want to be seeing or be entertained by, you be sure to let him know in the chat section, in the comments, and he will be sure to bring that there for you. He's very, very good as far as entertaining. I love watching his streams and everything like that. I love watching him grow, so definitely be sure to be a part of all that as it unfolds. But now that that's all out of the way, let's start by getting into this episode with some of the Cuse updates. I didn't want this to be a long episode. I know we're coming back. I'm just trying to touch the bases with you guys. But let's just find out what's been going on with the Syracuse area. I know it's been a while since we last discussed things, but a lot of moving places took their toll on my schedule lately. Not only have I been dealing with like the work promotion that I got, and also I have my music business going on. I've been working on a new album. The last song is about to get mixed and mastered, and then I have to start doing the music video storylines and getting ready to start doing the videos for that, and then sending everything out to distributors. It's a whole headache. It's just a lot to do and very little time to do it in. So, with all the music stuff, and then trying to maintain a social life on top of all that kind of sucks as well. But I kind of did let the podcast fall to the side for a few weeks while I gathered everything and basically had to deal with everything I need to deal with first before I can come back to the, leisurely stuff. But I just wanted to seriously thank you guys all for reaching out to me on social media or even in person, making sure I was either A-okay or that the pod wasn't dead, because it's been like 3 weeks since I've been able to have time to kind of get down to it. But yeah, I have a really busy life, and I appreciate you guys being patient as I try to sort it out as best as I can in, try to do what I can in the amount of time that I can. But as for actual Syracuse news, we do have a few things to note. Last month, Syracuse did invade Rochester for the Millennium Games Regional, to which a lot of players did well. We had, I think maybe 22 Syracuse players go out to attend, and I think 3 of them converted. So congrats to them. But yes, for a quick congrats to Matt Pelletier, Jake Curtis, and Eric Christensen for all earning their invites to next year's Nats by placing 12th, 14th and 21st, respectively. Good job, guys. I unfortunately had to play Matt in the last round of that regional while we were both X1. I was hoping to avoid any other Cuse matchups because I had to play Brad and Joey Walters, I think, earlier on that day. And it was just unfortunate. But the winner of that would have gotten to 12th place. The loser would have dropped out, basically. Unfortunately, I had to go against Matt, who was playing the hard counter to my deck. I was on Tempai, and he was on Branded, which is a bad matchup because if I let them go first, they just gimmick lock you out of the game. And then if you go first, they have a fusion that requires Fallen of Albaz that basically just gets rid of all dragon monsters on the field. So it's just kind of like it feels bad going first or second. But he eventually got me, which knocked him up or knocked him into 12th place and knocked me into 34th place. But sadly, out of 32 invites, I did not get mine. But we always do what we can. It wasn't a bad matchup. It was just unfortunate that I had to play against someone who's like literally playing the hard counter. But we don't get them every time, but it was still a good day with a great experience growth. I played very well for the shit hands I was dealt, and it just happened to be unfortunate the last matchup of the day just maybe come short. But it was still a good time all around, and congrats to everyone else. They did a great job. Also, unfortunately, shortly after we had this regional, we have to say goodbye to one of our wonderful Syracusians as he unfolds into the rest of his career and see what the future has for him as he relocates to Buffalo, New York. So shout outs to Albert Park. Sadly, he had to advance further down his field of work and take him to new heights. So although he will be greatly missed in his presence in the Syracuse area, he always knows he can come visit and get a taste of that Syracuse life whenever he needs. He can stay here. He can stay with other friends. We got him down here. You will be missed for sure, my friend. Just give you a heads up. So shout outs to all the Buffalo players who are gaining a new Flu Under Rees player. Yeah, you can talk to him as the Flu God now, or refer to him as the Flu God now. But moving forward a little bit, we also received word from Konami that they have altered and updated their official Yu-Gi-Oh app, Neuron. After the updates, the app now has 3 different styles from which you can choose while you're playing or with the app, and allows you to switch between them whenever you'd like, whichever style you enjoy most. And the 3 styles are the DM era, which kind of has like the 2 boxes, and then the GX era, which has like more of like a curvature to it, and then there's the 5Ds, which is like almost like it's on like the front mounting part of a bike, like of a motorcycle, which I think is kind of cool. But each generation has their own look and their own feel, as if you're actually doing within that format, which I think was really cool. It was like a little nice little touch that they kind of put on there. They didn't have to do that, but it kind of just like makes it a little bit more nostalgia tying to the players who do prefer those older like generations of Yu-Gi-Oh as well. They're also slowly moving towards having Neuron be your one app need, as they will be or have been accepting deck lists and registrations through the app for bigger events. Slowly but surely, but more to come, which is something we would all like to see. I do like how they're utilizing this app for basically the point where other card games are or at least are at, where you can use the app to like register for the event, put your deck list in, check other cards and stuff like that. Like usually, if you go to a Yu-Gi-Oh event, especially typically like right now, you're gonna have to be going and doing like paperwork and your registration. You have to wait in a long line and get to the front. Then you put your stuff in and all that stuff. But for that, I just think that's way better to do it online. You can do it on your drive up. You can do it the day before. You can do it the day of. It really comes down to it. If you have like really like nitpicky tech choices or like you're tied between 2 cards that you don't really know which one's going to be like better performing for you. But I just think that that's a good direction that we should start heading in and start maintaining to stay in, because this app, I do use it, every once in a while, as far as like looking up certain cards, or even when I just want to keep life points real quick, because I'm a Tempai player, because obviously we don't need to keep track of all the life points for that long. But I do like that the way that they're going with this app is to kind of make it more of an all-inclusive, you just need this one app, and that's all you need for anything Yu-Gi-Oh related. And I do like that they're moving towards that line. It gives us a little bit more, customization as far as how we would like to play the game and represent ourselves. So I like that. And then last but not least on the docket for today, because I just wanted to bring up a little bit of some of the new sets that are coming out, as well as keep this episode a little bit shorter and briefer for you guys. Just want to get you something to ease back into, hear the voice a little bit, some of the thoughts that have been going on. But we actually have a quarter century bonanza for you lovely folks as we part ways, just released this week and had everyone freaking the hell out over the new reprints that they had inside. So for those who are unaware, Bonanza, or aka Rarity Collection 3, as some people are putting it, because the set code is RA3 instead of, QCB or whatever the fuck it would be. A Bonanza is a reprint set that is high or slightly different than most of the other marketed sets to us. Instead of all the reprints within the set coming for just modern players, the set was instead turned into two halves. One of them being for the main set for modern current players, and then the other one being a nostalgic set or past set for players who are coming from Edison or Go or any past format Time Wizard set. Meaning that half the allotted reprints are for current play, while the rest are for past play. Although you still get the same rarities, every pack has, or every card, I should say, comes as super, ultra, secret, or a prismatic or premium secret or premium rarity, whatever the fuck you want to call it, either of the the QCR. We have the collector's rare. We have those lame ass stupid ultimate rares which look shit, and then they actually have the platinum rare. So you're either gonna get a platinum rare or a QCR in one of the packs. It's just random which one it is. But some of the key cards for each of the halves of the set are crazy. Like we also have, for like saying modern play, we have the Bellstar and Friends, including like the Wanted and the Bonfires, the Flamberges, everything more or less got reprinted between that and the Megatons. Nemesis Flag and Corridor, along with Thunder Dragon Colossus too, which I thought was kind of cool. I definitely didn't have to do that, but it was a while since we had another accessible reprint from it. Even cards like Heat Wave, Super Poly, That Grass Looks Greener, Triple Tactics Thrust, Promethean Princess, Totally Awesome, and even Little Knight is getting another runaway reprint in this set, which are all bangers if you don't, play the format to know that Heat Waves were like a $10 common. Super Polys were crawling up to like $6 or $7 for just the Ultra from Dude. That Grass Looks Greener Secrets were like fucking $40 when they came off of the ban list. Triple Tactics Thrust has been a $30 solid card. Promethean Princess had a spike not too long ago where it was seeing a spike from I think like maybe 15 to 20 bucks all the way back up to like 30, 35 bucks. So it's good that that's coming back. And then even like Totally Awesome. Now we should never need another Totally Awesome reprint for like another 3 years because we just had not only the maximum gold rare, but we also had the maze rare, which brought us the ultra ones. So now we have super, ultra, secret, and all the premium rarities as well for Toads. And there should be no reason that anyone's complaining about that. And I also did like that they did Little Knight again. I'm not going to complain about $5 Little Knights. That card was something that every deck played, but every deck didn't have access to because of just being priced out of it. So I also agree with cards like that being reprinted. It's not. And that's also not to include the alternative arcs that came in the set for cards like One for One, House Dragon Maid, Super Dreadnought Lieb, Sky Striker Shizuku, and even Dark Magician Girl got a couple like different rarities or alternate arts in there as well. But there were also some crazy reprints from the nostalgia pool as well that include all of the Dragon Rulers, cards like Dandelion, the Six Samurai reprints, Caius the Monarch, and even some reprints for Subtoad, and then like all of the vanilla DM eras. So like the Dark Magician, we had the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Red Eyes Black Dragon, and the alternative forms. They were all just really, really nice, really pretty. And I've just been seeing people at locals clamor for this set. They are buying boxes in droves. You can't. Even if there's like maybe a 4 or 5 packs left in a box, you'll still have someone come and get those packs like willingly instead of just like accepting the fact that, oh, this is just like what it is. Like, no, 4 packs? All right, cool. That's all I need. Like, people are fiending for this stuff. This is a really good set. And at $5.99, I should say, a pack, or $107 a box, this set does contain a lot of cards that you're guaranteed to going to use or at least need in some way, shape, or form in your Yu-Gi-Oh career, whether it be for the current format going forward or just for past formats, just something to go revisit at Edison event or maybe a Time Wizard event at the bigger, tier 2 or higher events or whatnot. But whether you play past or present, you are definitely going to be sure to have all the cards you need in this set for the most part. So go ahead and try to start getting what you can from the set while it's still being ripped apart and demanded in such high esteem. But for those who can't afford it, do not fret because we got you covered as we start to close out this episode. For being away for so long, I could not just come back to you guys empty-handed and just be like, well, sorry. So I feel like I had to do a little bit more for you guys. So I went to ask our sponsor over at Unplugged Gaming if they could send something our way just to give to you guys for sticking around with us for the, the highs and lows and, reaching out to me and making me feel like you guys are still connected to the podcast in some way, shape, or form. And they said, no worries, we got you. So we are going to be having another free giveaway for you guys. And in order for you to be a part of this one, the rules are simple. To join this giveaway for a free box of QC Bonanza, all you have to do is be a USA resident, because I'm not sending that over fucking sea shipping again, who is subscribed to our YouTube channel. So you have to be subscribed to the Semi-Limited Podcast channel. Make sure you like this video that you're listening to right now. Click that like button, smash it, click it, whatever it is you got to do. Break it so that way they register that you are liking this video, and also helps the algorithm. And then the last thing you need to do is comment down below what your favorite card is from the set, whether it's a main set or a nostalgic set card, and what rarity would you prefer it in if you were to pull it. It's really that simple. You just tell me. Once again, just to recap, be a US resident, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and just comment what your favorite card from the Bonanza is and what rarity you would prefer to pull it in if you could. It's that simple. A winner will be picked on Saturday, November 16th, and then the winner will be revealed to you guys on Monday the 18th as we go into our next installment of the podcast, and we will go ahead and tell who the winner is and basically when I will be sending it out to you guys. But without any further ado, we are starting to run out of life points, guys. Just a reminder for all the sponsored content above, click the Linktree link. It's down in the description box below. You can join all of our socials. We'll be doing even more giveaways when we hit more of those accolades. So be sure to invite your friends to the page. Share this with your other duelist friends or anything like that. Anyone else who loves Yu-Gi-Oh! Or enjoys talking about some of the things going on in the community, be sure to send this to them as well. Get the conversations going. Also, be sure to check out our sponsors, Unplugged Gaming, in the description box below. Their Discord server is there, so you can be a part of all their TCG communities, as well as Brad being caught every Saturday, Mr. Perfect, on Twitch at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, basically doing a lot of theorying, play testing, crafting, whatever you guys wanted to do, and for whatever platform you guys wanted to do it on, he will be doing it. Also, like I said, last thing to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what your favorite card is from Bonanza and what rarity you would want it in, so that way you can be entered into this giveaway, and I can give you guys this free box. So it's right here. Let me slap that a little bit for you so you know it's there. Free box of Bonanza for you guys, all right? All right. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on and enjoying the podcast with us one more time. I know it's a short episode. I just wanted to come and touch up on a couple things for you guys and just make sure that we're all caught up as we start going into some of the deep diver things later on this month, going into December, where we have our Bonanza episode as well. So our last chance Bonanza, I should say. But with all that being said, guys, we are all officially out of life points. Thank you so very much for listening to today's episode, and we can't wait to catch you in the next one. For right now, I am Player X, and you have been listening to the Semi-Limited Podcast. Thank you so very much, and good night.